The world is shocked. Jennie BLACKPINK wins Digital Bonsang at GDA 2026 with Like Jennie and Jump the moment the lights dimmed inside the massive venue in Taiwan. No one expected what was about to unfold. There was a strange tension in the air, the kind that only appears when history is quietly preparing to reveal itself. Cameras were ready, fans were holding their breath, and within seconds, a single name would echo across the Golden Disc Awards 2026 stage and instantly ignite the global K-pop world. That name was Jennie in an industry where achievements are hard-earned and recognition is fiercely competitive. Jennie of BLACKPINK once again stood at the center of attention, not because of hype or controversy, but because of undeniable results. At the 40th Golden Disc Awards, Jennie achieved something rare and powerful, winning the Digital Bonsang through two different identities on the same night. One as a solo artist with Like Jennie, and another as a member of BLACKPINK with the group's hit Jump. This was not just a win. It was a statement. As the announcement was made, the reaction was immediate. Fans erupted, social media exploded, and headlines around the world began to form in real time. The Digital Bonsang is not an award given lightly. It reflects actual digital performance, public consumption, and sustained popularity. This means streams, downloads, charts, and real audience engagement. Winning once is impressive. Winning twice, through two separate musical paths, is something very few artists in K-pop history have ever accomplished. Like Jennie marked a defining chapter in Jennie's solo journey. The song was bold, confident, and deeply personal, reflecting her identity beyond the group. From its release, it dominated digital platforms, climbing charts with ease and maintaining strong longevity. What made it even more powerful was the public's response. This was not a song carried by fandom alone. It resonated widely, reaching casual listeners and international audiences alike. The Digital Bonsang, when confirmed that Like Jennie was not just popular but culturally impactful. At the same time, Jump represented BLACKPINK's continued dominance as a group. Even years into their career, BLACKPINK proved they are still a digital powerhouse. Jump delivered massive numbers across platforms and reminded the industry that the group's influence has not faded. For Jennie, standing as a recipient for both awards highlighted her unique position in K-pop. She is not choosing between solo success and group legacy. She is excelling in both simultaneously. What made this moment even more compelling was how it unfolded. Jennie did not rush the spotlight or seek attention. Her presence on stage was calm, composed, and elegant. There was no need for exaggerated reactions. The achievement spoke for itself. Cameras captured her quiet smile, the applause from peers, and the overwhelming response from fans watching around the world. It was a moment of recognition that felt earned rather than staged. Midway through the ceremony, online conversations began to shift. Viewers weren't just celebrating the awards. They started asking deeper questions. How far can Jennie go? Is this the beginning of a new era where solo artists from established groups redefine industry limits? Can one artist truly dominate both lanes without compromise? These questions kept audiences engaged, replaying clips, sharing reactions, and staying tuned long after the awards segment ended. This is where the story becomes even more interesting. Jennie's achievement at GDA 2026 is not an isolated event. It is the result of years of consistent growth, calculated artistic decisions, and a strong understanding of her own brand. From fashion to music, from global stages to intimate solo tracks, Jennie has carefully built an identity that resonates across borders. The Digital Bonsang wins are proof that her strategy is working and the industry is taking notice. For fans who have followed her journey since the early BLACKPINK days, this moment felt emotional. It validated long-held beliefs about her potential. For casual viewers, it sparked curiosity. Many who tuned in for the awards may have stayed to understand why Jennie's name kept appearing on the screen. That curiosity is powerful because it turns viewers into listeners and listeners into long-term supporters. As the night progressed, clips of Jennie's acceptance moments circulated rapidly. Media outlets highlighted the dual win, emphasizing how rare it is for one artist to dominate both solo and group categories in the digital space. Commentators pointed out that this achievement reflects not just popularity, but adaptability. Jennie is evolving with the industry, not chasing trends but setting them. Now here's the part that many people are still talking about. What comes next? With this milestone secured, expectations are rising. Every future release will be watched more closely. Every appearance will carry more weight. And yet, Jennie has shown time and time again that pressure does not slow her down. It sharpens her focus. If you're still watching at this point, ask yourself this. How often do we witness a moment where talent, timing, and public support align so perfectly? Moments like these don't happen by accident. They are built over time, through discipline, resilience, and an unwavering connection with audiences around the world. This is why Jennie's Digital Bonsang wins at GDA 2026 matter beyond trophies. What many people may not immediately realize is how rare this kind of recognition truly is in the modern K-pop era. Digital Bonsang is not based on opinions or panels alone. It reflects real data, real listeners, and real engagement over time. Every stream, every download, every replay contributes to the final result. For Jennie to secure this award twice in one night, through two different songs with completely different musical identities, sends a clear message about her reach and versatility. Like Jennie stands as a reflection of her individuality. The song carries confidence, attitude, and self-awareness, elements that strongly resonate with a global audience navigating identity and self-expression. Its performance on digital platforms showed steady growth rather than a short-lived spike, proving that listeners return to it again and again. This kind of longevity is exactly what the Digital Bonsang represents, and Jennie delivered it convincingly. Meanwhile, Jump symbolizes the collective power of BLACKPINK. Even as members pursue individual projects, the group's name still commands enormous attention. The song's digital performance demonstrated that BLACKPINK remains one of the most reliable forces in global K-pop. For Jennie, being part of that win while also standing on her own created a rare full-circle moment, one that few artists ever experience. As clips from the ceremony continued circulating, fans began noticing subtle details. The calmness in Jennie's expressions, the respectful applause from fellow artists, and the way the camera lingered on her during key moments all added layers to the story. This was not just about winning. It was about acknowledgement from an industry that understands how difficult it is to sustain relevance at the highest level. Halfway through the night, online engagement surged even higher. Viewers who initially tuned in for highlights stayed longer, replaying moments, sharing reactions, and discussing what this achievement could mean for the future of K-pop soloists. That sustained attention is exactly what turns an awards moment into a cultural talking point, and Jennie's dual Digital Bonsang did just that. There is also a deeper narrative here. Jennie's journey has never been without pressure. Expectations have followed her from the very beginning, amplified by global fame and constant scrutiny. Yet moments like GDA 2026 show how she transforms that pressure into momentum. Each milestone strengthens her position, not just as an idol, but as an artist with lasting influence. For audiences watching from different parts of the world, this achievement created a sense of connection. It reminded many why they started following K-pop in the first place.